I'm now going to show you how to generate business events with Kix TS version 4.1 and the IBM Kix Explorer. In this demonstration I'm going to create a Kix business event when a record is written to the personnel data temporary storage queue. In order to do this, we're going to need an event specification, which consists of a capture specification, a filter, an information source and an adapter. These are all exported as an event binding bundle to the ZOS hierarchical file system, and a bundle definition is created in Kix and then installed in the region, and then the events will be created. We start in the Kix Explorer by moving to the resource perspective, where we create a new project, a Kix bundle project that will be the repository for the event specification we're going to create. We give it a name, and then we create an event binding within that project, and we give that a name. Act events. Having created the event binding specification, we see we have an empty shell here. The errors tell us that we haven't completed some things like the adapter or the event specifications. We haven't started to do that. We'll do that in a few minutes. The first thing we're going to do in our event specification is we're going to specify the emitted business information. We give it a name and we say where we want the data to be taken from that's going to be written out as a business event. We're now going to input the capture specification, which simply specifies which Kix API should be used to generate the business event. In this case, it's not a converse, it's a write queue TS. We'll now specify the information source to indicate where the information we'll write out as the business event comes from. As you can see, if you have complex data structures, you can import a copybook here. We'll just take the first 30 characters of the record. The next step is to create a filter. You can use filters to limit the number of events which get written. As you saw there, you can have a filter applied to a transaction code, so only when a certain transaction is running will the event be written, or for user ID, so only particular users have events generated for them. We're going to set a filter on the queue name, so we'll only write events when TSQ writes are done to this particular queue ACCT log. It's always useful to save your work now and again, so I'm going to click on the little save button, the diskette icon there, and save what I've got. As you see, the number of errors has gone down from 2 to 1, and now all I have to do is create the adapter specification. You can write the events out to WebSphere message queues, you can start a new transaction, you can even create a custom adapter, but I'm going to use the temporary storage queue adapter, which lets me specify the name of a temporary storage queue and the sysid if I would like to function ship it. Now when I save again, I see that all my problems have gone, I have no errors, and I'm now ready to export my event binding to the HFS. Once the event bundle has been exported to the HFS, I create a bundle definition and point at the bundle directory, and then install the bundle, which we can then see here in the operational view. I'm now going to run a quick ACCT transaction to add a record to the temporary storage queue. As you can see, I've accelerated the speed of this little clip. Finally, we're going to validate that the events have been written. We're going to refresh this view and we see that we've created some events. The put events has gone up when I refresh it. I'm going to look at the temporary storage queue views and I can see that act events I've written 2 messages to that as well. So my event processing has been successful.